Hey, this is AG, and welcome back to the comic book collection update. Um, got four issues for you, all number ones. I got one that I feel like it does not go anywhere for me, but the other three do have potential. Eh, We'll we'll explain. We'll talk about. Um, so let's just jump straight into it. All right, everybody. The first one we read. You might need to go grab your lotions. I mean glasses. Yes, because first one we're reading is Emma Frost, the White Queen. Well, let me say that. Emma Frost, White Queen. It's what? Doc Duma, what you said?
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
But with that message out the way, man, look, hey, if you gooners want to goon, go and goon on her, but not in this comic book issue because the simple fact is there's nothing to goon about. Besides the cover in the first page, with the cleavage shot, there's really nothing to goon about. I wasn't really expecting much, but I'm happy I did because I don't know nothing about Emma Frost. But actually trying to do like some picture finds, she's been out for a while. So I heard her name on Marvel Rivals. Yeah, Marvel Rivals. So I'm probably even saying that wrong. I don't know why I'm saying rivals wrong. Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals. There we go. So with that being said, she's she's cool, bro. I don't know if like in other issues she always been working with what they call the Hellfire group, but I think I can really spoil the first issue for you guys. It's nothing really spectacular. So just a little quick summary. She's at a party. She's actually the whole group, the Hellfire, is actually special guests, but she's the one that actually makes an appearance during this time. If you already know who she is and stuff like that, you know that she's in a period where probably mutants are really hated. Which, if you always know, mutants in anyone is always hated, and this is no different. They hate the mutants. They pray like everybody's like the real host of the party is like really praising like basically like praising the Hellfires. Basically saying like, hey, I'm happy you're here. And in the background, you're hearing stuff like mutants ain't humans. Hopefully there's no mutants here, and not knowing that she's one, and she have an apprentice, and she's one too. So with that being said, they have a great setup with this one. Like I said, at a party, um, they really actually they the special guests. The Hellfire's a special guest, but they're not treated as much. They're just like special guests. Hey, happy to see, happy to around. They're actually a group of people that's like they're actually the security also there. So that's the weird part. Like they're special guests, but they're the security. Um, Going along with it, she's she also had there was a situation where somebody came in and was like revolt, a revolution is going to happen. That person, that person was a mutant, so they sit up there and capture that person. Didn't kill him right away. They were like lock him up in the basement, whatever. And while after that happened, she went away because the Hellfire was having a meeting. And while in that meeting, while they was just doing some updates and stuff like that, the X-Men basically crashed the party, and Emma had to go out there and stop them, have a little back and forth with them and stuff. I'm not gonna get too into detail. It's not all that fancy of a fighting thing. I like that it's really grounded. It's not really, oh, flying around, boom, 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 all kind of stuff. It's like it was really actually her throwing him some hands, and that was cool. Um, I like I said, this is a wonderful, like I said, a wonderful grounded read. It sets you up like like I said, I don't know nothing about her, and I don't. I'm just starting comic books and stuff like that. But she's not like this overpowered character that's who could be doing all kind of things. So with that, it's a lot grounded and it's dealing with espionage. Really, I'm not really gonna say really espionage, but you could. But there's a traitor amongst the Hellfire because they're wondering who in the world tipped off, the X-Men about where they're crashing, where the party's at, and how they crash it, how they can crash it. So that's how they're gonna have the story continue by trying to see who is the traitor. So, and I think there's a quick summary. There really is a quick summary in the back of the comic saying like Emma's about to have to prove that she's not the traitor. So with that said, Gooners, go Goon. I guarantee you'll find some pictures out there. I showed a few of the copies, variant covers, open book covers, like what I'm saying, because those are the ones like they have options to get and stuff. I think one of them or two of them is going to be the reprint. I think that's the regular one, and probably I'll make sure to at this part to put the other one that also is going to be a like I said, a reprint issue copy. But there's this one, Bring on the Bad Guys. Yeah, hey, that one. If I knew about Bring on the Bad Guys, I probably would have got that one. That one looked pretty tight. That one looked pretty tight. All right, next up is Bring on the Bad Guy Doom. All right, so if you don't know, Bring on the Bad Guys. I'm sorry, Bad Guys is actually it's actually like coming back to a story in 1976 with Stan Lee that they was just trying to give the villains a little backstory or their own little thing to give them like some little shine, because what makes a good hero is a great villain. So that was the whole purpose. I just want y'all to know. I just went to go read that like not that long ago, like a couple of days ago, and it is also in the comic that they even says it. So this is not like something brand new or something like that. Even though I think that they introducing a new character in this, because they're bringing like coming back to that story, but it's gonna be in one shots. So like Doom getting his, and the next issue is going to be with the Green Goblin, and whoever, and so many other characters afterwards are actually going to get their own. In this one, like I said, I don't know the original, but if if Sister Sorrow, I mean, if she's a normal actual character in the series, I, I can't tell you. Like I said, I'm just starting back up, and I'm not starting back up, but I'm just starting comic books, and like Marvel is a whole new realm for me. In that, I enjoyed the Marvel movies, but this is like coming down to actually reading the comics. Like I see why they are nice. But with that being said, Doom Doom hears about someone trying to get these daggers, a soul dagger, and basically he Doom knows what they're for. But that's because this is Doom that's actually like, hey, he's over. Like he got some strength, because when he pulls up on Sister Sorrow, oh, he gave her a chance to like not get your ass beat. Man, when I say they started fighting, she had to run out of that bad boy. And she wasn't she got some powers. And yeah, you enjoy it. Like you very much is going into I'm very much enjoying well, I'm not gonna say I'm very much enjoying. Like I'm intrigued by this story. I might actually go and find the original and read it so I can know, like, basically know it. But I'm gonna wait until after all the one shots come out. And what I mean by one shot, like I said, like one shots is gonna be like Doom. This is Doom's one shot that I have. The next one, probably next one, it should be the Green Goblin's one, so, and so on until they finish it. So Let me see. There's different variant covers. Um, I have the variant cover that bring homage to the original cover of the series. And like I said, I can't wait for this one. I gotta say, but all the ones I read today, well, not today, but the ones I like read from this week, this one was the one that I was like, I enjoy so much. I say it's this one and then Emma Frost. That's why I started off with these two. Now the next two, that's when the hill just it just goes down from here, and I'm really shocked that the next one that I'm about to talk about wasn't all that. Go. Next up, we have Godzilla versus Avengers. Yeah, I expected something different, but it was what I expected, but wasn't. It was more like a comic show. I don't know if this one was based off of an old version of it, but it it is basically Godzilla fighting Fing Fang Foom, and Avengers come and try to stop it. It's I'm as if you can't tell by my energy. I don't. I was not expecting this one to be like that. They could have went another route, like to build things up. Like what it is that the situation already happened, and Godzilla came and went, and I don't know. It just wasn't what I was expecting. Like I said, the cast in this one was Fing Fang Foom. I think I'm saying his name right. Godzilla, Iron Man, Spider Man. Hold up, Wolverine. I think Spider Woman. Uh, Luke Cage. Did I say Iron Man? I said Iron Man already. Um, there was somebody else involved. Jet Jaguar. I don't know if he's somebody that's been in the comics or something like that, but they had a cast. I forgot who the Shield agent that don't like them. She was there. Uh, this was like it had its funny moments. And what I mean by that is that when I was reading it out loud for my girlfriend, because she was like, "Hey, read it out loud." So I read it out loud, and there was some moments where she actually laughed at, and I was like, "I don't see what's funny," but at the same time, it's like, well, someone do. But I don't know. I expected them to like build up like Godzilla coming, something like that. So I don't know. This seemed like it was a one shot because Godzilla came and basically beat the shit out of Fing Fang Fong and just left. That's it. Just left. So, like I said, this is the downhill slope of this end. So I left the sucky ones for last. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so to close it out, we have Krypto, the last dog of Krypton. This is the story that I'm just gonna say. Like it wasn't. It really didn't something. It didn't really do anything for me. Um, for dog lovers, it just shows you a good boy, you know. So that might didn't make you happy about it, but in truth, Crypto don't even got powers yet in this one. So it's like, yeah, he was on Krypton. So you know the whole thing about that is that they don't really have all that superhuman strength and stuff on Krypton because of all the stuff that's going on with Krypton and how it makes them just look like just normal humans until they go to Earth. Stuff happens, but even when he gets to Earth, it must takes a while for it to actually fix up. But to sum it up, basically, they just shows him as being a good boy, being there for Superman and for his parents and stuff like that. How he's just a good dog. They're talking about Krypton, how it's about to be destroyed and everything like that. Well, not really be destroyed. Like there's a problem going on, and they, like it basically the same story of what Superman and stuff like that. But the ship that Superman would bees on to goes to the to Earth, they w- they was testing out and they use Crypto as it. And I'm gonna just say this is like this is the only thing I found of an interesting part. The interesting part is the ending because who finds Krypto, but the real problem is that, man, Superman parents used Krypto as a test subject, and I'm gonna just say like that ain't cool. That ain't cool. That is cool. Um, did I wasn't was worried about variants for Godzilla versus the Avengers because it was like, eh, I don't know if I'm going to keep investing on it. I'm waiting for the freaking Godzilla versus destroys the Marvel universe. But Crypto, I'm looking at the variants and I'm like, I wish they had a certain variant, the one where he's like standing at the ship with the cape and everything like that would have been nice to see. But you didn't get that one. I didn't see that one. Yeah, we just got the Crypto, the last dog of Krypton, and my the regular copy. So besides that, man, we gonna see what if issue 2 says. If it's good, I'll continue it. But it after that, I might drop this one. I might drop it. Hey, thanks for showing up to Comic Book Collection Updates. Hope y'all show up next time when I have another batch of comic books. Peace.